So, big cats in the UK, part ? I think it might be part 8 or 9. I think it's 8. I've done a lot of these videos. Now, I just want to... This is probably an obvious video, and it's about getting evidence of big cats in the UK. Expectations versus reality. So, obviously, there is evidence of big cats in the UK. I believe we have large cats in the UK roaming free. Yet, we've got videos and pictures and scats that people have found, and yet we don't have a thumbs up, yes, big cats are in the UK. Now, this is because the evidence isn't that great. So the pictures are pixelated, zoomed in 100% on a camera phone, so it's pixelated to hell. There's no clarity, there's no definition to it, etc. Or it's a domestic cat that someone's manipulated the picture, so it is distorted, so you can't actually definitely say if it's a domestic cat or some other cat. Now, what we need, in my opinion, is a crystal clear, sharp image of the big cat in the UK. It doesn't necessarily have to be a lynx or a puma or a leopard. I believe we may have kind of like crossbreeds or hybrid species roaming the UK that are sort of in between the size of a domestic cat and a large exotic cat. I do believe we do have some leopards and pumas and maybe lynx roaming the UK, but again, we need the evidence. Now, why do I believe so when we don't have 100% evidence? Because I believe that this world is big enough to have species and animals in places that they're not supposed to be. I believe there's undiscovered animals out there in the lands, the forests, the jungles, etc. in the UK, and even more undiscovered animals, in my opinion, in the oceans, the waters, the rivers and the lakes. So some cryptid sightings might actually just be undiscovered animals, but that's a story for a different video. So yeah, in terms of getting evidence of big cats in the UK, I think we need a sharp picture. We need a DNA sample. We need a carcass. Now, a carcass would be ridiculously hard to find, because when big cats die, or cats in general, they go somewhere really isolated and hide. And professional big cat trackers in other countries say they never find big cat carcasses unless they've been poached and just dumped, obviously, which is horrible. But yeah. But people's expectations, like I'm in several big cats in the UK groups on Facebook, and yes, it's good to be skeptical, it's good to question things and want proof and want real answers and real evidence. But a lot of people are dismissive of a lot of things. Like, I'll see a picture of an alleged big cat in the UK and it'll make me squint and think, it doesn't look like a domestic cat, but it also doesn't look like a lynx or a puma or, and straight away, everyday domestic cat, it's just a domestic cat. But it doesn't look like, it looks strange, it looks a bit obscure, for example. I don't know. But we need evidence that will make everyone happy, that will make everyone think, okay, that is definitely not a domestic cat. That is something in the UK of a cat species that we don't use, that we're not supposed to have. Now, I think when people see evidence, I think some people expect people to have a crystal clear shot of something with something of size reference in the background of the picture or the foreground, so then you can work out the size of the animal and you can see a bit of definition on the animal. Now this is ideal for getting evidence of a creature that may or may not exist in the UK. However, when people see something strange or out the blue at a second's notice, first of all it's, oh my god, have you seen that? So that's a second or two gone. Then it's, oh crap, where's my phone? Get the phone out of the pocket, unlock it, get the camera on, and the animal is probably has moved way far away by then, and then by the time they zoom in on it and get it in frame, it's either gone or it's that far away you can't make out what it is. Now, what would be ideal, which is probably not going to happen, anytime soon is if a photographer like myself, amateur photographer, was out taking pictures with a real camera, and they had their camera next to them or in the hand, and then they saw something strange like a big cat or something that looks like a big cat in the UK, and they took a picture of it, and it was definite proof of a big cat in the UK. Put it all on the big cats in the UK groups, sent it to newspaper websites, tweeted it, put it on Reddit, etc., and boom, the next day, wow, picture of proof of big cats in the UK. Now that would be ideal, but that's wishful thinking. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But that's what we need. But I just want to put out there expectations versus reality. Now, I have my proper camera in my bag now. If I saw something strange, I would panic and think, right, do I take a picture of it or video of it on my mobile phone that I've got in my hand right now? Or do I risk taking 10 to 20 seconds, taking my bag off my back, opening my bag, connecting my lens to my camera, turning it on, getting the focus correct, getting the exposure right? Because by that time, the alleged animal or creature is probably going to be gone. Then I won't have anything on my phone or my proper camera. So it's hard. You could be the most experienced wildlife photographer there is, and have your camera right on you, but you might miss it because of the shock factor. You might think, oh my god, what's that? I've not seen that before. And then by the time you get the camera to your eye, lower to the ground so you get the best perspective, it's gone. So it's just crazy. So what do you think? Do you think we'll ever get 100% proof of big cats in the UK? I think we will. I think one day we will. I think a lot of counties know that big cats are in their area and they do have them, but they just don't want to make it public. I'm not saying there's a conspiracy. I just think, I've watched a documentary where someone who's actually in the police says they believe they have at least 5 or 6 black leopards in their area. But then, that's not mass public knowledge, even though it's in a documentary. Not everyone has watched that documentary. It's from about 2006 or 7, I think. It's in 2 parts on YouTube. But yeah, hopefully we will get what we need to prove that they exist. A crystal clean shot on a DSLR or mirrorless camera that's in focus. It's got something of size reference in the foreground or the background, and you can make out definition on the actual animal itself. But that is very wishful thinking, but I hope we do get there soon. So, have any of you seen any big cats in the UK? Or not just big cats, anything strange in general that doesn't look like it belongs. Now, I've also put a video out on Can It Chase. So this is going away from big cats in the UK. So if you're interested in any other type of cryptids or strange phenomena, please go check out my Can It Chase video. If you're into photography, go check out my Instagram. I don't take pictures on my phone now. I'm got actual camera and lenses and stuff. I absolutely love photography, so go check out the pictures on Instagram, links in the description and everything. So yeah, go check out my Can It Chase video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I have plenty of other big cats in the UK videos, and obviously I talk about dinosaurs on this channel as well. So yeah, hope everyone's okay and stay safe.